welcome back to FS25 here on Iowa Plains View. So we're just continuing on, not too much after the last episode, with the alfalfa field. And then obviously we have we just started the planting on the second oat field. So my hope is that the oat field will finish around the same time that I finish this, for maximum efficiency, hopefully. Alright, I'm gonna go over and do this last row again, because I think I got a little out of line, because I think I activated it a little bit too late. Alright, let's start about here. And then we're gonna sell this alfalfa right away. Make a little bit of money from it. And then next month we'll be able to plant. Oh, it's just that little bit. Next month we'll be able to plant the soybeans. And I think the oat should be done first. Oats. Yeah, July. Soybeans is not until... Is it not there? Oh, yeah, it's there. Couldn't see it. October. So it's a pretty high... It's a high-paying plowing job, but that would take forever. That would take really long. Stone picking. That would be the best one to take, but we don't need to do contracts because as we're trying not to. Trying to do this 0 contracts. Because honestly, if I don't know. It's just like you're taking so much time to do contracts, and the way I started this out, I started it out so I can not do contracts, so I'm not going to. I'll be fine. Right. This actually makes like grass cutting so easy. Because I think there is... Obviously, this isn't grass. I know that. But I think there is a... Actually, let's go to the MacDon pack. Yeah, this is the one I have. No, this is the one I have. Actually, which one do I have? Where is that? Oh, that's for hay? Oh, that's what I put on the... Yeah. The 140XL. Which is this one. Yeah, because it can do alfalfa. Whereas this one does... I'm not sure what that is. Is that rice? Looks like sorghum and rice. Where this one doesn't do sorghum and rice. And then this is to pick up the straw. And this is for grass. It'll mow everything. It'll work for alfalfa too, I think, but We'll get that eventually when we do grass. But it's nice and wide. It gets everything done pretty good. Alright, let's check up on this guy real quick. Alright, he's definitely going to be done by the time I finish this. Alright, last row here of the alfalfa. I think the planting is almost done. I think they're in the doing the outskirts right now. Which is good because we need the tractor. Of course, I could always leave this for the next cut and just pick it all up at once. So I wonder how long. I'm not sure how long this takes to grow. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do, I suppose, a little bit of an experiment. We're gonna leave that there and see how long it takes for the next cut. And after the next cut, then we'll pick it all up and sell it. Because the price is so low and such a not big difference between the lowest and the highest price that it doesn't really matter when you sell it. Doesn't matter as much to me, I should say. So. Okay, just that there. Let's put this in this one. And the nice thing about this is I can pull it in this way. And then do that. And it's ready to pull out next time. There's a bee somewhere. Interesting. Something else I should get. Should be minor enough that I can probably afford it. Something to wash everything off with. So let's put it like put it right here. Yep, and that'll be good for washing everything off. Because I mean, this is already pretty dirty. This isn't too bad. Let's do a little, close everything up. Oh, I missed it. That one, that one. There we go. We know we can steal our stuff. Except for everything else that I have laying around. Alright, they are almost done. Let's go ahead and wait for them to finish. I don't wanna finish myself and get out of line. And then we can skip ahead to April and do the planting for the soybeans. There we go. All right, we might as well drive this to the store and refill. Knock a few signs down on the way. Because it might be enough. I don't know how much fertilizer it's going to use for soybeans. It should use none, but... And actually, I'm just not even going to pick up any more fertilizer. If it does use what's left, that's fine. But soybeans don't require any fertilizer, so... If it does it right, it shouldn't use any. I already checked these. Yeah. So yeah, I've talked about this before, but just to kind of reiterate and remind myself at the same time, first purchases on the list are not going to be fields. They are going to be in no particular order, even though the tractor is probably not first. A tractor, a lime spreader, and a fertilize spreader. Those will probably be the next purchases. Nope, I don't. What? Why does it say sleep? That's weird. That button says sleep. That's weird. Let's see. If I go here, sleep. There we go. That was really weird. The sleep got stuck or something. All right, I am going to send you here. And then skip ahead while you're driving. We might have to be a little more cautious as to what time we pick later on, because we're probably going to need as much of the day as possible. And honestly, probably do some stuff at night too. It was a good sunny day. We got 20,000 income. 24,000. And it's not even summer yet. Nice. All right. Okay, first things first. I'm going to get some feed for the chickens. So let me take over. Because it was so sunny, we only went down 4,000 from last month. So yeah, that property income is definitely coming in handy during the warmer months. I think they only hold like 7,000 or something like that. Grab a little extra. Okay, and then we'll just leave that there to refill later. I know it's just going to get dirty again, but I'm going to give a quick rinse. Oh, it almost looks brand new now. Alright, and then I'm going to let the worker get going on that. Okay, I'm probably going to put a little skip in here. In the meantime, I think I'm going to clean some of the equipment off. So, while I'm waiting for that to finish, and then bring you guys back, at least later on, if not towards the end of the planting. And actually, let's see. Yes, it is putting fertilizer down, so that's a little bit of a waste. Oh, I guess I can't really see. Oh, shoot. And actually, I was doing oats. I don't want to do oats. That's why I was putting fertilizer down. Oh no. I thought this one could do soybeans. Apparently not. Let's see, what do we want to do? I thought I saw that it could do soybeans, but I guess not. Maybe I thought long grain rice. I swear other seeders can do that though. They must have changed it. Soybean, oh yeah, so this one can. That's the only one. You must have changed it to be planters. Was this a planter? Yeah. There's probably no cheap planter that can do Yeah, like this would be my option. It's a little too expensive. Could rent it. Or lease it, I should say. Will that be worth it? All right. Let's see. Let's check the. All right, let me put this away. Maybe just over here for now. Little air with that. All right. I'm going to get you driving to the shop. So I think I'm going to go with it, but let's look at prices. Okay, so if we did like all oat, for example, we're looking at the highest 622 per 1,000, whereas soybeans pretty much double. So the yield is definitely going to be different, but honestly, like oat versus soybean, I don't think you get that much less soybean. It is one of the lower yielding, but yeah, that's okay. So we are going to rent. We want to make sure where are we? Planters. No cultivating or plowing needed. So what's the cheapest option? That's not cheap. This one's not bad. This one does everything. This one does not. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do this one. 6,000, pretty much 7,000. And then if we get to a second hour, an extra 3. We're not going to do another day. Okay. We're doing it. So far we're about 7,000 in the hole. It'll probably take, I'd be surprised if it took under an hour. Switch this to soybean. How big is it? Does it go out twice, or is it just the once? Looks like just once. So yeah, if we do have to pay the extra, that'll be pretty much 10,000 in the hole. I think we're going to make more than 10,000 on selling the soybeans versus selling oats. And then of course there's the whole dried aspect to it, which, you know, we'll probably do. All you have to do is buy propane for that, so might as well. Alright, so let's actually get you started now. Not exactly sure where you're going to start. Okay, so you're going to start with the up, down. And it should say soybean at some point. Oh yeah, soybeans. Soybeans growing. Oh yeah, and we're going to need something for weeds too. Okay. Well, that was a little bit of an issue, but got to figure it out. That's not the side I thought I was going to be on. Open this. Alright, now like I said, I'm going to get some of this stuff clean and bring you... Sorry, that's a little loud. Bring you back when we're further along with the seeding. Alright, the workers finishing just the last few. They're doing the headlands now. And I guess... I don't know why it skipped this one. But either way, it is almost done. I did some reorganizing of after I cleaned all my equipment off. So this shed I think is going to be like the harvester shed, at least for around here. The only unfortunate thing is this is not fitting it, so I'll just have to keep this outside, which is fine. But yeah, and then I'll probably put... I didn't get to clean this off because I can't hook up onto it. But then I'll probably put all the other stuff in that one over there. And then I really have a lot of room. Here, this might be an easier way to look at things. Yeah, there's a lot of room right here. There's honestly kind of like dead space. So I'll have to think about if there's something worth putting here. Because I mean, this area is kind of all filled up. Oh, maybe this will be good for like, are there... I could look at some mods too, in between episodes. But, oh yeah, like a fertilizer tank, I should say. Lime station. Oh yeah, those would be good. I don't need water. Oh, silo for pig food. That's for the Highlands fishing expansion. Oh, that's interesting. What other silos we have? Biomethane, gas station, propane. Oh, interesting. I could buy my own propane station. Yeah, so stuff like that. There's not a liquid herbicide, but honestly, I was thinking about the... oh, and actually, I want to go check that. I was thinking about what to do for weeding. So, I don't know how this is in FS25, but I know some people looked into it for FS22, in terms of liquid fertilizer versus like a manual, or not fertilizer, liquid herbicide versus like a manual weeder, specifically in terms of precision farming. So does this have big weeds? Okay, it has medium. So you get it better if you have the spot spray. You get better precision farming score if you use the spot spray. But apparently you still get the I used spray, not discount, but like lower yield of crop, versus if you do manual weeding, you don't get that. Like, I think it's 15%, which is a lot. You don't get that, and you don't get as if you do the manual, you don't get as much precision farming score. Hopefully that makes sense. So I think what I'm going to do, at least to start until I look into a little more, so I'm actually just going to get a manual weeder, and I'll just get a hoe, because most of the time, medium, I mean, what is my, yeah, tillage is fine. The weed control is about half, but that's from last time. And obviously these need weeded now. This one will be coming. So looking, there's nothing on sale right now. Looking at how much the weeder cost. Yeah. So essentially, to summarize, I don't know if that made sense, so I apologize. But to summarize, if you, and again, this is for FS22 for sure. I don't know about 25, but if you use the spot spray, you would get a better environmental score, but you still get 15% less yield when you harvest. To me, 15% less yield is a bigger hit than the hit for the environmental score, especially since like the second best for environmental score in weeding is using a manual weeder, and the manual weeder causes 0% yield loss. Essentially, yeah, you get the full yield. So I'm just going to start off with that realm of thinking, and I don't know if it changed for FS25. I don't know where the weeders are. But I'm going to start off with that thinking anyways. Plus, the weeders are a little easy. Oh, here they are. They're a little easier to use at the beginning because you don't have to worry about the liquid and filling them up and all that. Okay, so we can buy it, but it'll be close. We're going to go into, yeah. So here are my options. I could rent it or lease it. It doesn't cost that much, but the issue is, I mean, I could keep it the next day and then, you know what? I will do that. All right, let's lease it. And I'll explain my thinking. So it's only going to be $360 to keep it till tomorrow. And I can use it tomorrow in game, or next month, I should say. I can use it on these fields this month, skip to next month, and then my soybean field will have weeds in it, essentially. So it should say weeds growing. Oh, yeah, there's no weeds growing yet, but there will be weeds, most likely. And then I can use it on this one, then get rid of it. And honestly, that shouldn't be too bad in terms of cost. The other option would be to purchase it and then go into negative when I pay my loans. Wouldn't be the worst because we're going to be harvesting the alfalfa field at some point soon. And I can do that all by hand. And hopefully that alfalfa would be enough to get me back into the positive. But then I feel like I'd be like teetering the line of, you know, very close to a zero balance. Whereas, I mean, I'm still at 38,000 after I did lease it, right? Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, I'm still at 38,000 after leasing this, and honestly, 360 bringing it to the next day is not much at all. I mean, my income from my, you know, the property income I get from the solar panels that are on the pig roof, I think that's what it is at least. Should be making quite a bit. I mean, it's sunny right now, so I'm making good money right now. Because of that, so. All right, so what do you have? One more row? All right, let's do that ourselves. Let's put the steering assist on, though. All right, and I think that's a good place to stop. In the next one, we will fast forward until either the alfalfa is grown, which it is growing. It's actually a decent size already after 1 month. So I'm curious to see when that is. But yeah, we're fast forward get the alfalfa harvested, and we're also going to sell it next time. I'm not going to do three cycles, especially depending on when it is. And then when is it? June for the oats? July. So we still have a few more months before the oats are ready. And oh, actually, that reminds me, that is not correct. In the next one, we will not fast forward right away. I will work on doing the weeding. I might do a little bit of that in between episodes and bring you back towards the end of that. And then in May, potentially doing the alfalfa if it's ready. And doing the weeding on this soybean field. So that'll be the plan. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Have a good one.